My girlfriend became disabled to save me. He has a 3 seconds level talent. In the end, only F level abilities were awakened.
After he lost his use value, I kicked him away.
Unexpectedly, he would have an adventure in the future. Talent repair and promotion to God of War. When you want to take revenge on me, but found that I was already dead. In a moment of inner demons, he was besieged by many deadly enemies.
This is when I traveled
the
through
memory
time.
Of the original owner of the
My
body.
honest outlook on life is simply shocking.
This is a real big white-eyed wolf.
I patted my girlfriend Urian, who had just failed to wake up.
Not afraid of smoke. I will always protect you.
Urian, who was depressed, also looked touched. With red eyes, I said thank you for never leaving me, but at the same time,
I heard another disembodied voice.
I believe you are a ghost.
Don't think I don't know.
When you awaken your 3 seconds level talent, you will abandon me.
This time I am reborn, Urian, and killed me with his own hands.
Looking at Urian, who still had a moved expression on his face. A look of surprise.
What the hell can I hear other people's voices? Congratulations to the host for binding the goddess luck system. All the goddesses who have been owed by this body.
Conbinder. The system has automatically bound the ice goddess Urian.
The host can perfectly eavesdrop on Urian's thoughts. Just when I was stunned, Urian urges me to come on stage and wake up.
I came to my senses.
Climb the stage of awakening.
A golden light flashed.
Successfully awaken the hand of 3S level special power god. This ability can copy any elemental skill.
I was quite happy originally, but I heard Urian's heartfelt voice again.
So what about the hand of God?
You still can't escape the fate of premature death in this life. But this time it's me who kills you. Urian was just when my face was covered with black lines. Everyone in the audience started talking. How do you find such an excellent talent?
What's such a useless girlfriend? Why don't you find me?
I am gifted with the auspicious water attribute. Urian secretly thought in her heart. A bunch of guys who look down on others.
If you want to break up with me, hurry up. Today's public humiliation. I will pay you back 100-fold one day.
Does this woman really hate the original owner of this body? But I'm not that scumbag. Today, I want to announce something to you. Urian looked at me and said, Want to announce something?
This scene is exactly the same as in the previous
It's finally coming.
Obviously, I've already experienced it.
Why does my heart still hurt?
Do I still love him? He could obviously break up in private.
But you still want to humiliate me in public. Later, he also killed my parents.
No, I only have endless hatred for him.
I take a deep breath. Although Urian awakens love and talent,
but I won't abandon him because of this. I hope you remember it well.
Who dares to say bad things about him in front of me in the future? Definitely teach Urian a lesson for our family. As soon as these words came out, Urian is stupid. He should have said extremely ugly words to humiliate me.
Did you suffer a lot in your previous life?
Are the achievements of divine power all an illusory dream?
It's impossible to come back again this time.
Retains some of the power of the ice god from his previous life.
Is it because rebirth has affected something?
When Urian was in a daze,
I gave him a big hug. Urian, rest assured.
I won't leave you.
Will you really never leave me? If you miss me,
I won't delay your bright future.
Even though I say so. But after a fierce ideological struggle,
Urian still feels
my white-eyed wolf character will not change. There must be some conspiracy waiting for him. At this time, a cold voice broke my scalp.
Who in your college has awakened the 3 seconds memory?
The visitor is none other than Jiang Han, the resident teacher at Imperial College. He looked at me with admiration, said you are qualified to be recommended to Imperial College.
Classical Chinese. I can't help but feel
Taito Academy
happy.
is the top arts academy. No matter how bad the student is, all the major forces are vying for people when they come out.
Urian's face changed,
secretly thinking,
it's him. He is obviously a mentor who has the kindness to know
Kyushu
is most likely to advance. Divine Power's top awakener.
But he was assassinated by this scumbag.
Finally died in the museum water. After listening to Urian's voice, I can't help but feel dizzy. Why is there another woman who I cheated on?
Teacher Jiang looked at me calmly. Long time no see. The treacherous son I personally cultivated with my pure resources. This is the voice of Teacher Jiang.
He turned out to be reborn too. How many women did the original owner of this body cheat?
At this moment, I really want to rip out his soul and beat him up. I didn't give it to you when I turned against my disciple. My thunderous anger. My teacher.
I'm worried that you haven't grown up yet. Can't control him if you don't want to. I will give it to you sooner or later. Unexpectedly, you actually feel resentful.
Take advantage of the critical moment of my life as the god of
Your
thunder. Your
betrayal really chills my heart as a teacher.
The series of questioning voices made my scalp numb.
It's hard to appease Urian here. Another resentment. No weaker than him. Teacher Jiang, I am such an honest person.
Whose ancestral grave are you digging? How did it happen to such a scumbag?
Why is the child in a daze?
Show off your 3 seconds level talent. Teacher Jiang knew clearly. As soon as I came up in my
Directly
previous
copying
life,
his super level competition. Put it directly on him.
he was still very ambitious at that time. I thought
time.
it was because I just woke up and didn't grasp it
Now
well.
he thinks back to the fact that I have long had the intention
Do I
of
have to
deceiving
copy
my
this
master
forbidden spell
and
this time?
destroying my
I
ancestors.
thought about it carefully. Decide or copy.
Just have to change. Otherwise, we will go back to the old road.
Set purple thunder to shake the sky.
Just like in previous life.
Jiang Han stared at the dark, cloudy sky.
But to his surprise,
this time the lightning didn't hit him.
instead, it struck me while I was casting a
Jiang
spell.
Han frowned slightly. Why is this crepe myrtle getting closer
My
and
heart
closer?
is getting more and more panicked. Do I still have feelings for this intention? There is a battle between heaven and man in Jiang Han's mind.
Let him be struck to death by lightning. Or should we take action and forcibly disintegrate it?
Unexpectedly, his hand moved forcibly, stopped the raging purple thunder and lightning.
I'm white-faced.
Breathed a sigh of relief.
Looks like I've formed a team.
Although Teacher Jiang hates me, but there is still a trace of emotion in the conflict.
I hope I can temporarily stabilize Teacher Jiang first.
Let's solve Liu Ruiyan's problem first. Liu Ruiyan also looked surprised.
According to his
I
memory,
should criticize Teacher Zhongjiang. His mood ranged from surprise to doubt. It turned into worry and fear. I cried in the end. The voice of my heart keeps coming into my mind. I just want to kill him with my own hands.
dissolve inner demons. This is too cheap for him.
I beg you to die, uncle. You can't just die like
Heartless
this.
man. This really surprised me.
I originally used this trick to deal with Teacher Jiang.
Unexpectedly, 12 seconds.
Liu Ruiyan's mind also changed.
Thank you, Teacher Jiang, for saving my
I
life.
will definitely protect you when I grow up in the future.
Jiang Han looked calm after hearing this. This brat actually said he wanted to protect me.
I'll thank God if you don't kill me. He is in a very confused mood at the
I
moment.
don't want to stay here any longer. He told the reporting time and left in a hurry. He was afraid that he would look at this map for a
I
long
can't
time.
help but do it myself. I turned my head and looked at Liu Ruiyan, who still had tears in her eyes.
Speaking softly like smoke.
Why are you crying?
Is it because you are worried that I will be struck by lightning?
Liu Ruiyan secretly said in her heart that she was feeling disappointed. While pretending to be a shy girlfriend.
Let me go. There are many people here. Ruiyan, we are a couple. What's wrong with this? At the same time, I could hear the rumbling thoughts in his heart. Who can tell you the truth in times of adversity? This heartless man. What's going on today? Don't play by the rules at all.
I'm going crazy.
I looked at Liu Ruiyan, who was in an explosive mood after being fucked
The
in her
corners of the
arms.
mouth are slightly
This
raised.
is
just an appetizer.
If you have the ability to eavesdrop on your heart,
I will
help me.
definitely make you fall in love with me again.
That's all.
Liu Ruiyan and I returned home seemingly inseparable. He planned to wait until night. Let's look for opportunities to restore our souls in our
To
past
protect
lives.
his parents from being killed by me.
Liu Ruiyan's parents are my adoptive parents.
I kept calling uncle and auntie as soon as I entered the door. I just changed my name and called MOM and this also surprised the two of them.
Liu Ruiyan doesn't understand.
Why do his parents like me so much? This white-eyed wolf.
I waited until midnight in
Finally got the
frustration.
chance to be alone.
He secretly set out to the lost land to find opportunities in his previous life.
But he doesn't know.
I've been following him.
Avoid various dangers along the way.
Liu Ruiyan quickly determined.
The location of the treasure he is looking for. Help me repair the genetic appearance of my soul. Just due east of this hall.
There are also magical treasures and weapons from previous
Wait
lives.
until I finish repairing my soul.
Relying on these treasures and weapons.
Returning to the position of God of War is just
Thinking
round the
about
corner.
it.
Liu Ruiyan showed a proud smile.
Ruiyan, are you here?
Although the awakened power is an F level
But
1.
you must not do anything stupid. Hear my voice.
Liu Ruiyan's smile solidified.
The secret thoughts in my heart must not be discovered
Otherwise,
by me.
all the chance treasures will be mine.
Just as he was anxiously looking for a hiding place. I jumped out immediately.
Hugged him.
But I'm worried to death. Liu Ruiyan, who had a black face, suppressed her panic.
Pretending to be calm and comforting. It's Ruiyan who is too willful.
Immersed in the emotion of failed awakening.
Let's go home quickly.
I feel happy.
Trying to trick me into coming home late.
I pretend to look around you thoughtfully. Like smoke. Could it be that we were scared and ran away into a secret place?
Perhaps.
We can find treasures to enhance our strength here. Liu Ruiyan heard this.
I'm almost dying of anxiety.
These treasures are all his.
Praying secretly in my heart.
Don't move the boulder.
I listened to his voice.
What is he worried about? I will open whatever. A moment. Ruiyan's treasures from her previous life were turned upside down by me. What a powerful frost attribute. I have it in my hand. It was his favorite frost wings in his previous life.
Liu Ruiyan's heart surged, still calm on the surface.
This treasure is of ice nature.
Can you give it to me?
This way I can protect myself.
I pretended to be serious and said, Ruyan, your level is too low.
Give him to me now to protect him well.
Wait until you grow up later.
I'll give it to you again.
Mouthed.
But his heart was about to collapse.
Let's go over there and have a look. That's what the gene for repairing the soul looks like over there.
Liu Ruyan was completely devastated. You can still look for other treasures after they are lost.
The gene suitable for changing his destiny is gone.
Then he can only be a trash for the rest of his life.
There are words on the bottle of Ruyan. It is to increase the strength of the soul, repair the genetic appearance of the soul.
This thing seems to heal your soul.
Why don't you try?
Liu Ruyan seriously doubted that she heard correctly.
Are you sure you want to throw him away?
Not only can he repair the soul, it can also increase the strength of the soul.
Ruyan is nothing compared to you.
You'd better use it.
Liu Ruyan looked at the genetic model handed to him.
In my heart, I finally stopped calling me a heartless person. Say it without hesitation.
Skillfully open bottle
Drink
caps.
it all in one
But
gulp.
because the medicine is too powerful, Liu Ruyan's whole body rolled in pain on the ground.
See this situation?
I can't help but worry, until I heard his voice coming from his heart.
The effect of this medicine is still the same as but it
in
can
a
repair the
previous life.
soul. This little pain is nothing. Even though I know he won't be in danger.
But seeing Ruyan struggling in pain,
I still frowned and held him in my arms.
For my comfort,
This time,
the recovery speed is much faster than in the previous life. After absorbing all the effects of the medicine,
Royan's talent was successfully restored to level 3
he
seconds.
couldn't wait to test his superpower.
The terrifying ice properties make me feel very dangerous. To what extent can you recover like smoke? The reason why I ask.
I just want to see if his attitude towards me has changed.
I have a talent for design. It's still incomparable to Brother Tianming's 3 seconds level talent.
came softly at the same time. Although this guy doesn't want to give me his genes.
It really moved me a little bit, but don't tell him yet.
My soul repair 13 seconds level talent is better.
It seems that he is still wary of me. Just one day.
Can it progress to this extent?
Not too bad.
As I said that, I walked towards a huge clock. Liu Ruyan secretly thought something bad. That's the last treasure.
The location of the new world. In addition to genetic appearance, all the treasures fell into my hands. This star bursts into light in my hands.
Compared with Liu Ruyan's light when she got it in her
More
previous
dazzling.
life.
At the same time, a huge starry sky well appeared in front of us. A beautiful sleeping angel appeared inside. This is a previous
Liu
life.
Ruyan has never experienced.
The angel suddenly opened his eyes. Red lips light up. Say a word and I see you. However, Liu Ruyan's eyes shed tears of blood. What is he saying?
I don't understand it at all.
The spirit is even more broken, showing pain.
In front of Liu Ruyan was promoted to the god of
How
war.
could he be like this due to an incomprehensible word? Who is this mysterious angel?
The angel's eyes are staring at me.
Said the second sentence.
I will come back to you sooner or later.
Drive you back to your original site. I see that Ruyan can hardly withstand this mental attack. Punch the mirror.
With the mirror broken,
The angel disappeared before our eyes.
Liu Ruyan looked at me with a complicated mood. The voice of the heart keeps coming. She is really different from her previous life. My parents are not dead in this life.
I was not humiliated and broke up in public. Why should I do it because of my experiences in my previous life? And she who resents this life. Overheard this.
I breathed a sigh of relief.
Now you don't have to worry about being stabbed by Liu Ruyan while sleeping. We then discovered a huge black pool.
Liu Ruyan's face changed drastically.
Brother Tianming, please don't touch him.
Liu Ruyan was accidentally contaminated with black water
Almost
in her
wiped
previous
out.
life. If I hadn't drank the genetic potion in time,
It must be cold, but I found a stone tablet in the pond.
it records a war with genetic angels. Although everyone worked together to severely
But in
injure
the
him,
end, the fiasco was over.
the inscription also mentions that the water in the pool is a spiritual ascension
Maybe the
pool.
water isn't that dangerous.
Liu Ruyan saw something was wrong with my face. Could it be that you want to go clubbing?
Brother Tianming must not go down there.
I decided to take a gamble.
Don't wait for Liu Ruyan to stop me.
He flew up and jumped into the black pool.
As soon as I got there, I understood why Ruyan wouldn't
My
let me
body
jump.
began to corrode and dissipate rapidly. Liu Ruyan saw this scene.
The whole person collapsed on the ground, and my soul entered a strange space. It seems I made the right bet. This place is full of powerful soul power. I immediately started absorbing like crazy. Understood a brand new ability, the spiritual spark.
It turns out that only people with spiritual ascension can
This
obtain
spiritual spark can directly attack the soul.
Although the hand of God is against heaven, but I have never had an active attack skill.
Now I have a life-saving trump card.
It didn't take long to be
I
happy. I
just
realized I don't know how to get out of here. At this time, a sound of fighting souls sounded. After thousands of years, a destined person finally came.
finally borrow your soul and leave here.
I heard this.
Guessed his identity. It was the person who was defeated in the previous battle on the inscription.
And this so-called opportunity.
In fact, it was a trap set by the other party for
This
resurrection.
boy.
You as a spirit.
It's my bag.
I started struggling. The soul without the corpse slowly stared at.
Although I don't know what happened,
But I quickly used my mind to reunite my physical body. The mysterious person who invaded my
gradually
soul
began to be assimilated.
He who was so arrogant just now exclaimed,
How can it be?
"This is a new thing. My dog hasn't taken revenge on that bastard angel in 10,000 years."
I cannot be reconciled.
On the other side, Liu Ruyan was crying violently by the brother Tianming.
You died so miserably. It's all my fault for keeping the secret of rebirth.
Couldn't tell you.
This paw can swallow souls. Come back soon. I will never kill you again. Even though I say so.
But he knows I'm dead.
But he doesn't know.
I have actually returned to reality.
Watching him cry in the form of a spirit body.
I activate the newly learned skill psychic transformation.
Appeared in front of Liu Ruyan in the blink of an eye. Liu Ruyan's snot bubbles burst, looking at me with dull eyes.
Ruyan, I am not dead.
I also learned new skills and said,